I mean, there's always a lot going on in the wrestling business, but we try to pick things that will be interesting to explore for a full segment and that we both have strong opinions about. Otherwise, I mean, if otherwise you can just go online and find a podcast that just covers every little thing, which some of them do. But
and even stuff they make up.
Yes, that is true too. Who makes stuff up? You think people who make stuff up?
Let's
get something for some clicks. Who do you think makes stuff up?
Who
do you think is an incorrigible liar? Go ahead.
Incorrigible liar is very strong. I
know
some of the dirt sheet guys take a kernel of a story and let it pop on up to a big popcorn puff. And I mean, like this whole thing we talked about, Karrion Kross not wanting to take bumps, and just one person says it, and it could be just a key grip or someone that doesn't know jack diddly crap about professional wrestling. And all of a sudden it becomes true, and it's ridiculous.
Rumors reported as fact and things like that.
Yep. And you're like, really? These are people's livelihoods we're coming at here.
You know, an example of that I saw in real time, and it really annoyed me. And these are people I like, so I'm not, whatever criticisms I have of them are constructive in nature, but the Podfather, as they call him, Conrad Thompson, and the show that he does with Eric Bischoff. And we've talked about Eric Bischoff, and I think we both like him and certainly respect him tremendously. I don't agree with him on everything, but they were talking about, it came up as a subject on the show. Conrad brought up this theory because, Vince getting back into entertainment with his new company and so forth. This theory that maybe Vince was going to start a rival wrestling company to go again to compete with WWE. What's that?
Theorizing.
Right. But when I say I saw this happening in real time, it's like, so I'm watching or really just listening to this podcast of them talking about it. And it took only a couple of minutes for it to go from speculating, like they're kind of like feeding off of each other. Like it took a couple of minutes to go from speculating, oh, wouldn't this be interesting if, to, wow, I can't believe this is happening. So, wow, this is really going to happen. And it's like watching them, the two of them sort of talking each other into it. And so by the end of that segment, it's gone from just this wild theory that Conrad is just throwing out there to, yeah, Vince is starting a new wrestling company. I mean, we can't be 100% sure, but that's obviously what's happening here. And I was like, geez, you guys, this is asinine.
One, with Vince McMahon, you can never put anything out of the realm of possibilities.
Yeah.
He very well could start another wrestling company.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, or he could use this company to buy into an existing wrestling company.
Sure.
Possibly Impact or MLW would be the two that I would think of. I don't think NWA is an option for him.
No.
I think Billy Corgan is just satisfied he owns a wrestling company, and if it loses money, it loses money.
And it does.
Very much so. Whatever is what it is. I mean, stuff like that. And even if I do like them, they're guilty of it. You can't spitball and present it as truth.
Yeah. And like I said, it's like if you watch the segment, it's like they talk each other into, it's like they're doing this sort of not Vulcan, this Jedi mind trick, but it's like mutual, like they're talking each other into believing this wild theory, and then it spreads. And that's the most infuriating thing about it. So then, like, other podcasters are reporting, well, Eric Bischoff and Conrad Thompson revealed this Vince McMahon, this earth-shattering Vince McMahon news. It's like, oh my God, you guys, it's like a cancer. It just spreads. It's just annoying to me.
Well, I mean, you also, gotta look at it too from this perspective is anytime you go down a rabbit hole of theorizing, eventually you start presenting it as fact. And it's a very slippery slope that I don't even think sometimes you realize you're going down.
Sure.
So I will give them a pass on this, and I'm not saying you're, bashing them for it. I'll give them a pass on it, but what I won't give a pass to is people that actually listen to it, like you, that should be able to ascertain it was all theorizing and just snowballed and being like, oh, this is happening.
Yeah. If I wanted to be fed nonsense and that I'm supposed to then believe for no reason, I would I know you don't like
listen
to hear
to Vince Russo.
I was going to say, brace yourself. I'm about to he who shall not be named. But yeah, because Vince Russo, like, I can't even bring myself to, I don't have the vitriol for him that you do, but I can't even bring myself to click on any of those thumbnails that I see of his stuff, because he just throws the wildest theories out there and he presents it as fact. And it's like, what are you doing, dude?
Bro, I got to be honest with you, bro. I'm telling you, bro, this is happening. I have sources still in the business, bro. They're telling me, bro, that this is going down. For the last year, even longer, The Rock is going to fire Triple H.
Yeah, he's been saying that, yep.
And it's like, well, if he hasn't yet, and for The Rock to do that, this is a publicly traded company in Endeavor and TKO. He would have to go to the board. The Rock does not have anonymity here. He can't just go in and say, well, Triple H, see ya.
Right. It's not as simple as what's portrayed on television for the sake of story. It never has been.
Or as simple as the New York simpleton Vince Russo likes to portray it as.
Yeah.
It would have to go to the board of directors. Yeah. And I guarantee you, Triple H has more support than Dwayne Johnson does with TKO.
Sure.
Right now. I will die on that hill. They're like, holy crap, WWE is having their most profitable years.
They
making money hand over fist.
Yeah.
And we're not going to rock the boat. Sorry, Dwayne.
Yeah, hard to argue with success.
Yeah, so, that's just one of the many ridiculous things he has said. He also floated the theory that Shane McMahon was going to get into AEW and with a small ownership claim and do a hostile takeover for Vince McMahon to buy the company. And people, you're sitting here saying I'm using hyperbole to make Vince Russo not reliable or
not credible.
I'm not. Yeah. Non-credible. No, this is not hyperbole. He actually said this.
Yes. Oh yeah.
But that this was the plan. And no, it can't be the plan because AEW has other minority people who own a minority stake. And and those people hate Vince McMahon. So it's ridiculous. Just dumb.
Now I don't want to be hypocrites though, because as we're having this conversation, and this is not me trying to be funny. This actually literally just occurred to me. We did claim on this show that we had figured out who the true identity was of the man who pretended to be Sammy Hagar in 1986.
We did.
WWF
we did.
But that was true, though. I mean,
that was true.
People can say that we're full of shit, but no, I mean, we did figure it out.
We did. And
yes.
The fact of the matter is this: we gave this individual a hard deadline, a hard deadline to fess up. And what did he do instead? He posted a video calling us derogatory names, mentally challenged slurs, and I'm still waiting for part 2 of the video.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he did the original video, he said part 2 is next. That was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we haven't had a part 2. Maybe he got caught eating some onions, got a little teary-eyed.
Nobody likes onions.
Did it? Shh. But yeah, that person is the real Sammy Hagar. We uncovered it. And look, if anyone has proof that proves us wrong, we're open to hear it.
Yeah, we definitely have this one right until you prove us wrong. I mean, we can't prove it, but we know. But we know. We know.
I mean, if you look, it's a dead ringer, honestly.
Yes.
It's a dead ringer. You cannot sit here and look at the fake Sammy Hagar and look at this person and say, no, they're wrong. You at least have to, after you see the photo of those two together, you side by side, you would have to have a shred of belief,
right,
that this could be accurate.
Yeah, no, I think it's fairly obvious. By the way, that same person, I'll just mention, they have a podcast and a website, and they were talking about how they're going to update the website with new podcast episodes, and still the newest one is from the end of March. But apparently there's some other dude who's supposed to upload more episodes, but he can't because he's getting married. So I guess you can't. Oh, and he's buying a house.
He's buying a house and possibly getting married.
Yeah. So,
Matt, how dare you? We're just talking about lying and perpetrating truth and perpetrating theory as fact, and you just misled the audience totally there.
Well, I did. I didn't mean to. It's just
when you hear so much bullshit from one person,
yeah,
it's hard to discern what is what. So I'll give you a pass, but I wanted to clear it up. We believe in truth and honesty.
Yes.
Here at Tough Bumps. And we got to be truthful and honest.
Well, the person we're talking about does have something in common with Vince Russo. They kind of have a similar way of speaking.
Yeah. And I believe both of them are functional illiterates.
Yes. Agreed.